Try and try and try. Oh, these. Hello! Yeah, just. It's me, Tiffany with Sammy Skin. And today we're going to be labeling our watermelon cooler lip balm 4-piece set. So you can see. Here, let me pick it up. So, look at that. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. I've been wanting to make a bundle set for our lip balms for a while. I did 2 yesterday just to see how they look. And I love them. There's 4 in a pack. Comes in this beautiful box. So this is what it looks like without the label. And today we're going to be labeling them, which I thought you guys would like. Oh. Yeah, we have, let's see, 8, 10, 11, 12, hold on, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 of them, 14. And I already cut out the labels, and they'll be going on the boxes now, so. Very hard to do because I really want to show you guys at least one. So line it up. I make the labels and I print them out myself. A lot of the time it's a lot cheaper to do it yourself, because a lot of the places that do labels and stuff, they have a minimum order quantity that's a lot higher than the amount that we have. Like some places it's 100, some places it's 50. I've seen places the minimum order quantity is like 500. I imagine that's for this one. No, that's the one that doesn't have, that one's a 3-pack. We don't have enough for that one. But yeah. So. Yeah, doing this myself is a lot cheaper, because I can make as small of a quantity as I want or as big of a quantity as I want in order to get things ready for a show, which our next show is on the 30th, the HBCU send-off, which I've been posting about constantly on our socials. So I hope you guys are ready. 2, 4. This is number 5. Yeah. The HBCU send-off is in Ohio, so we will be traveling a little bit. But it's worth it. We did it last year? Yeah, last year. And it was so much fun. Oh, they had cheering and stepping and dancing and so much stuff going on. Different colleges there, HBCUs. My mom's an alumni from an HBCU. She went to Central State. Truly, we've been up to Central State. I like the school. It's very nice. I'll probably go there and get my master's. I have my associates and my bachelor's. Sadly, not from HBCUs, but I got them. Yeah, I'll probably go there for my master's. I've had several family go there. They love it. They say it's nice. Oh, I can't wait. It'll be so much fun. And I think I have friends there now. I think one of them did graduate though. There we go. That's number 6. But yeah, just doing our lip balms today. Al's Watermelon. These are the watermelon cooler kits. 4 in a pack. And I found these lovely, lovely boxes at Wholesale Supplies Plus. They do great work. They're very solid, very lovely. I think these boxes are really cute. And they fit our vibe. They work fantastic. I've always wanted to do, I say that. We haven't had these lip balms long, but I always wanted to do a bundle pack. Because having them on the cards, I don't know. They worked for a while, but they don't really look professional. And yeah, we still have them because people might want a single. But it's nice to have like a good looking option. I'm still trying to find a good option to replace the cards for like a single pack. Hello, Amy. Hello, hello to everyone joining. So that's 7? Yeah. Here's number 8. Hello, Carol. What is in our lip balms? Good question. In our lip balms, we use cocoa butter, kombucha butter, sweet almond oil, beeswax, and flavor oil for the watermelon, and essential oil for others. Like golden citrus, that's an essential oil. Lemongrass, that's an essential oil. Poppin' Bottles is a flavor oil. Watermelon Coolers, that's a flavor oil. Hello, hello. Yep, just doing the watermelons. There's only, counting this one, 5 left. And then we move on to the next one, which I need to put the labels on, the actual tubes. But I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Let me center that. But yeah, right now, like I said, we're getting ready for our final event of the month, which is the HBCU send-off in Ohio. There we go. That's 9. We've been posting about it a lot on our socials, so I hope to see some of y'all there. If not, we'll be live for a little bit. Yep. The Yard HBCU send-off. Saturday, May 30th, 3 to 7 p.m. And we are so excited. I can't wait. Oh, this is our second year? Yeah, our second year doing this event. Hello, hello. And it's always fun. It is a bit of a travel. We have to go to Ohio for it, but it's nice. kick the camera. Let's go ahead and put that. We do travel for a lot of our events, but I would say this one is the one that is the farthest away that we've done. Because a lot of our events are like here in Indiana, and usually it's, I would say maybe, I wouldn't say like a full hour away. Usually we're up in Indianapolis. That's number 10. Yes. Yeah, because it has to face the front. Did I not print enough? No, I did not. Well, I'll have to print off an extra one, but that's okay. Yeah, that's the face. Yeah, let's upside down. Like that. Okay, so this is the last watermelon cooler. I have to print off a few more. I have to print off one more label. But that's not an issue. And now we can work on popping bottles, which is a 4-pack just like this one. C4, 5, and I put this one on backwards. I double checked and triple checked everything, and somehow I still messed one up. 6, 7. I gotta double check all of them because I messed that one up. The rest of them are good. 8, because when you open them, they should face, the label should face you. So you're holding it. POV, you bought a watermelon cooler lip balm set, and you open it, and here it is, and it looks right at you. So that's right. That's 9. How am I? Well, I messed up another one. I really don't know how I did that. Nope, I can't clear that off. That one's right. That one's right. So I messed up 2 of them, which isn't bad. So here they are, all 12. And this one still needs a label. So I'll print that off. So right now, we should move on to the next one, which is poppin' bottles. So let me go ahead. Scoochy scooch these 12 out the way. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. So here they are, poppin' bottles. And look at that. Very nice. These do not have the labels on them. So I have to do that. I hope everyone's having a wonderful start to their week. For a lobby was the start. I hope that you all have a fantastic day. There's 6 packs, 4 in a pack, 24. And this is what it looks like on the box. Very nice, don't you think? Our next event has, I sent a list of events out to the team to see what they think. The next one that's possibly coming up for us is in 2 weeks. This would be our 3rd year doing it. We'll see what the team says. Hopefully they're on board. I don't know. We'll see. It would be nice to do. I did run around a lot last year doing a whole bunch of events. I tried to get as many done as possible before I had to go. I had to go on. I had to go on campus for a semester to finish my bachelor's degree, and I wanted to make sure to get as many events done as possible before I did. That way I could run the team through how to set up and all that stuff as many times as possible so they wouldn't have to worry about, is this right, is this right, is this right, do we have this, do we need this, that, and the other. felt I put that on the wrong way. Like I said, it should face you when you open the box. So the label should face you like that. So I went ahead and fixed that because it wasn't completely adhered. The other ones are. That one more, and then that'll be that tube done. And that's this bottle of popping bottles done. Very nice. Oh, I'm so happy. And it looks so nice. I hope these do well. Has the price, ingredients, name, weight, a little blurb on the side. We'll see. Cross your fingers, you guys. I'm really excited. I really want these to do well because like I said, I wanted something nice, professional looking. And it took me forever to find a box because these are kind of oddly shaped. They're very small. This is what it looks like with just one. What's my favorite flavor? I'm not 100% sure. Right now, I just use the unflavored, the plain. Because I want you guys to have as many of the options as possible. My favorite one to make was probably, I don't know. Our most recent ones are watermelon and pink lemonade. I don't know if I have a favorite one. Like I said, I just use the plain because I want you guys to get as many of the ones that have like a flavor / scent as possible. Oh, I was very excited to make golden citrus. I will say that. I was very excited to make that one. I'm coming up with the name and everything. I really enjoyed that. Oh, and grape. Grape was good. I don't know. I would have to say grape and golden citrus were my favorite ones to make. Golden citrus is an essential oil. Grape is a flavored oil. And yeah, those aren't in 4-packs yet. I wanted to do 2 and see how it goes. So we have poppin' bottles and watermelon. Poppin' bottles is kind of a champagne. Not kind of. It is a champagne flavor. It doesn't have alcohol in it. It's just a plain flavor oil. No, what am I saying? Not like plain. Like it's champagne flavored flavor oil. It doesn't have like actual champagne in it. You know? And watermelon is the watermelon flavor oil. It's watermelon flavored. Not bad. None of the lip balms are bad. None of the items that we make are bad. I use a lot of the items that we make, especially the soap. I make the soap. I make the lip balm. And I enjoy making them and using them. And in this live as well, we'll be packaging our newest soaps, which is 6 different soaps. Yes, 6 different soaps. Some have been colored with mica powders. So that's a little new. We have done a few colored soaps. A lot of our soaps have their color come from, like our charcoal soap comes from charcoal. Our turmeric soap comes from the turmeric. Some of our soaps that have honey in them do get a little bit of color from the honey because it's raw and unfiltered. Or the scent, the fragrance oils and essential oils we use can sometimes cause discoloration. I know for fragrance oils, it's because of a certain percentage of vanilla will cause it to darken. But yeah, we'll get 6 different scents of soap packaged today for the June soap drop. And I hope you guys are ready. There's some for the more masculine scented people, some for the more feminine scented people. We post about them constantly on our social media. And there's also unscented as well. So be sure to get those while you can. There's at least 10 of each soap, 10 bars. And right after we finish popping bottles, we'll move on to the soap. So there's that. We have 1, 2, 3 more boxes to do, but each box has 4 lip balms. So we have 5 stickers to apply for each box, which isn't going to take too long. It's really hard to cut out these circles because they're 1.2 inches round. I only have a 1 inch and a 2 inch cutter, so I would still have to cut even if I did the 2 inch round. But don't worry guys, I'll move as fast as I can so y'all can see the soaps. Feel free to ask about the scents. of the new soap, or if there's a lip balm flavor that you're interested in, or make suggestions for soap and lip balm flavors / scents. I have the cutest little book of scents that I got while brainstorming. Some by myself, some with the team, some with you guys on a live. And I showed you before, but there are 8 different scents that I will be mixing up this year. One for certain for July. We will do that because I let my soaps sit and cure for 4 months so that they get hard and soapy. Get good suds when you're in the shower. They last longer. So one of them is for July, which is in remembrance of our founder, Samantha. And it's going to be a surprise. I've shown you guys what the fragrance oil looks like. It's a pretty dark fragrance oil. Let me show you again. Which one was it? I have these labeled for a reason. Here it is. Oh, it's not that dark. Well, here it is. It's sort of like a honey, olive oil sort of looking in terms of color. But yeah, that will be turned into a soap in the whole month of July. For us is TTP Awareness Month, as well as a celebration of those in the medical field, such as nurses, doctors, and pediatricians and such, especially nurses, because Samantha, our founder, was going to school to be a nurse. And we celebrate nurses in her name for that month. So if you guys, I'll probably be live quite often that month. So if you guys want to drop by, say hi, hang out, who knows, we might have some lives with nurses and doctors and people affected by TTP. We'll see. We'll see. Hello to everyone joining. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat while I get these lip balms done. I'll answer them as best I can. There we go. Hello, Christina. Hello, hello. We have 2 boxes left. So these are the last 2 popping bottles, and then we move on to soap. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am. I don't think all the soaps have a label or a box. I tried to get all of them a box, but it was really hard because I made so many, and our boxes come in counts of 100. So I'll have to order more. But for now, it should be fine. There's enough to get the majority of them in their boxes. right now, I think in terms of events, I'll probably aim for one a month. One event a month. Now that I'm back home. Hello, Pierre. If you have any questions to everyone in the chat, feel free to ask. What products do you make personally? I personally make, like I said, the lip balm, the soap. We used to make incense, and I used to do that. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to bring back the incense or not. We'll have to see. I make the body scrub. Yeah, those are the main items that I make myself and that I personally like to make. Every now and again, I'll make the candles or like the moisturizer, but that's mainly for my mixing team and my candle person, which my mixing team is my mom and my brother, and my candle person is my mom. They do fantastic work, but you know, they also have full-time jobs and they can't, you know, do everything all the time. So once in a while they'll be like, hey, can you just melt it down for me, and I'll do my thing when I get home. And I'm like, yeah, I can melt it down. Double check and make sure. Yep, that's the right way. Gotta make sure that all the lip balms are looking at the top. And then we put this on, which I've already shown you how I apply the labels with the watermelon cooler. So there's no issues. And this is the last Poppin' Bottles label on the tube. Hi, hi, hi. Hello, hello, hello to everyone joining. I hope you're having a wonderful day. What's my favorite soap from this launch, this update on June 1st? I would have to say, let's see, probably Verdant Waters. No, oh, my favorite one for this upcoming launch is Cypress and Coriander, because I really wanted to make like a soft, masculine, herbal soap. And so I did that with Cypress and Coriander. The soap has coriander and salted olive from, which one? Nature's Garden. And then it has olive oil and bergamot from, I wrote this down, but I don't have my soap notebook with me. And then it has a few others, but it's like a very soft, clean, masculine smell, and I love it. I personally, that's my favorite from this update, and probably my favorite soap that I've made so far, because it's really something that I was looking forward to. Not that I don't look forward to making the other soaps, but experimenting and making this like soft, masculine soap, because recently I've been seeing all these like soft, masculine, like semi-ocean-y, herbally, outdoorsy kind of scents popping up from all these different brands, small brands, big brands, or like people just making it for themselves. And I really wanted to make something that was not too overpowering, but also not like too soft. Something that was kind of herbally, but also not like heavy on like a patchouli type. Something that was kind of earthy. Cause I have seen this like tomato scent going around. Like people have been making candles, soaps, body butters, tomato scented stuff. And I don't know if that would go over very well where I live. I might try and make one for the summer and we'll see how it goes. We do live near a lot of farmland, so it might go over well, but I don't know. It's like sort of like if a plumber comes home and they have to like take apart their entire sink after taking apart other people's sinks all day. I imagine it's not like their favorite thing. So like going out and like planting tomatoes and picking tomatoes and packaging tomatoes and looking at tomatoes all day and then coming home and putting your soap on that smells like tomatoes is bound to like overwhelm the brain. Like, I'm just a tomato now. I'm just a tomato. All I am is a tomato. Or something like that. But there's probably some people out there that like the smell. I do have tomato scented fragrance oils, tomato leaf, and a few others. So I imagine I could get a soap out of that. I think there's like 2 ounces. So I could get a soap. And we'll see. We'll see, because I did see, what's her name? There's this soap lady that I follow, and she does fantastic work. Royalty Soaps. I'm pretty sure she did a tomato scented soap. And I love the way she did it. It looks so pretty. And this is the last pop-in bottles. I imagine it would be somewhat close to the Cypress and Coriander scent that I did. Let me see. It should be in this drawer. It's called Tomato Leaf. Something tomato. And I was so excited because I really like getting like the really odd scents. Like I bought fresh cut grass from Aztec. And you saw the coriander and salted olive. Just like, here it is. The scents that people wouldn't think to try. So this is from Candle Science. It's called Tomato Leaf. Oh, this won't work in soap. It says 0%, so I can't use this one. Oh, that does smell tomatoey. Only in candles. Oh, I have another one around here somewhere that's also for, where is it? Jellyfish, bedtime, tomato leaf and coriander. Here it is. This is from Nature's Garden. I'll look this up and see if I can make a soap. But yeah, let's see what this one smells like. Oh, that smells really good. Hopefully this can be a soap. I don't know how that would smell in a room spray. It's not like overwhelmingly vegetable-y, but you know, it might. I know people like a clean sort of laundry scent overall throughout their home. So we'll see. We will see. Just cleaning up all this label paper. And then we can get on to the soap. So let's go ahead and get those. I keep them in these trays. That way they get air circulation so they dry out properly. But they're not like exposed to the elements. They're covered well. They stack well. They work well. Let me go ahead. This one that was on top is Pheminine Urge. I do not have boxes for the massage bars, but I do have boxes for the bars. And they're labeled. So let me go ahead and I'll put my gloves on and we can start. These Pheminine Urge ones are unscented. They have yogurt powder, oatmeal powder, yogurt powder, oatmeal powder, goat milk powder, and apple cider vinegar. It's very good for down there care for women. It's not a replacement for anything. It's just a feminine bar that you can use for yourself. For those who are like, I want something simple, something clean. There's this. There's only 4 of the rectangular bars. So if you want one, I suggest you hurry June 1st and grab it. Outside of June 1st, there will be a small update. But like I said, I let my bars cure for 4 months before I put them up in the shop. So you would have to wait again for, not 4 months, 4 weeks. I let my bars cure for 4 weeks, sorry, before I put them up in the shop for sale. That, like I said, so they can harden, so they'll have a good lather, so they'll last long. See? And you can see the oats in it. They're ground colloidal oats. I was gonna put like a dusting of like whole oats on top. I wanted to keep it simple this time around, just in case. So yeah, there's only 4 of these rectangular bars. So June 1st, ladies, you're gonna have to move quickly. If you want a rectangular bar, June 1st, there's only 4. You're gonna have to move quite fast. There are 8 of the massage bars, which have these cute little nubs up top. Look at that. Very nice. So if you want a massage bar, there's twice as many of those, so it won't be an issue getting those. Those will probably last a little bit longer than the plain squares. This is plain, which is just our base recipe. Shea butter, babassu oil, olive oil, plain. Plain. There's no colorants, no fragrance, no essential oil, nothing. Just 1 butter, 2 oils. Plain. There is, I think there's 20 of these. There should be 20. I don't think I have 20 boxes, so some of these will have to sit for a minute. And I'll order boxes after the HBCU event. Oh, hello. Hi. Thank you for coming. I will say this, something about these plain bars just looks so appealing to me. When we first started out, people kept asking us if our soap was fudge, which it's not. Oh, these are pretty hard. But back then, we didn't have the packaging that we do now. I'm always worried when making the soap because I don't want it to be, because usually the only way to tell if it's going right or not is within the first 3 days. Sometimes it's quite instant. Like, I'm a part of a lot of soaping groups on a whole bunch of different websites, and the stuff that they post of their like disasters or their mishaps and stuff, it's, I don't know if scary is the right word, but like it gives you a little concern when you're making, because you want to make sure that it turns out right. I guess like with any job, you want to double check, triple check, quadruple check everything and make sure that measurements are right, using the right molds, you're using the right ingredients, you're using the right scales, your scales are calibrated right, which I always make sure because I want to make sure everything weighs the same. I'm very precise with my numbers, especially when it comes to the lye and water, because if you add not enough water or not enough lye, it won't harden, or you'll get lye pockets or glycerin rivers, and it'll overheat and it'll go through the hot soaping process, which to me, I'm very concerned if it does that, because then that's a huge spike in temperature and it gets hot. Like, it bubbles and foams and fizzes, and it's scary to me, that part, when it goes through the hot process, even after you put it in the mold and you like set it aside, and then you come back and it's like overflowed onto the table and then down onto the floor, and you gotta clean all this stuff up, and you gotta make sure that it didn't get on anything. And a lot of the times, depending on why it happened and how it happened, it was due to an overabundance of lye. You have to throw that out because it can cause skin irritation, skin issues, and stuff like that. And you don't want to sell that to your people, your customers, your clients. You don't even want to use that yourself because it could hurt you as well. And like I said, I use our soaps. So it's best to make sure that everything's right. Do I have enough labels? I might have enough labels, guys. 3, 6, 10, 8. Oh, did I make 2 too many? I guess I made 2 too many. Okay. I count 3 times to make sure that I have the right amount of labels for each soap. And There are, I think there's 3 different types of soap making. There's melt and pour, which we do. Melt and pour, there's a pre-made like block of like glycerin soap. It can be clear, it can be like white, it can be yellow. I'm trying to think, have I seen other colors? It can be black. Those are the main colors that I've seen. It depends on what type of soap it is. Like there's melt and pour goat milk soap bases. Those, I've typically seen them either white or clear. There's melt and pour like charcoal soap bases, which like of course that's black or like a grayish color. There's high foam. There is SLS and SLES free. There's a whole bunch of different ones. The brand that I see the most is Stevenson. They do a lot of good ones. So if you want like a good melt and pour soap base, I recommend them. We use theirs, their high foam soap base for our melt and pours. And their SLS and SLES free base. If you want something that's quick, easy, simple to start out for soaping, melt and pour is the way to go, because you just like cut it into the amount that you need. Like say you need 1 pound, I cut up it into like really tiny cubes. That way it melts evenly and fast. They recommend 30-second burst in the microwave, or if you have like a really nice little melting pot, you can use that, but use it on a very low heat. And it melts pretty quickly. And then you can pour it into the molds that you want. If you want a scent, you add it after it's melted. Like it's completely melted. You add the scent, you stir. If you want to add in like embeds, like on top or inside. Some people do it before they put it into the mold. Some people do it after they put it in the mold, because they like to do little cute stuff on top, like decorated like cupcakes, or have stuff in it like little hearts and stuff. But yeah. And then there's cold process, which is what I do. I use a very simple recipe. Like I said, 1 butter, 2 oils, and then the sodium hydroxide, which is lye, and water, which is what makes cold process and hot process soap. It goes through saponification. And then there's hot process soap, which is like cold process soap, except it goes through a secondary cooking/heating stage. For those 2 soaps, you need fat, which is the butter and the oils. Like I said, the lye and the water. Hold on, I gotta get these crates. They're very different from the melt and pour soap in that way. So this is Cypress and Coriander, my favorite from the update. Oh, look at it. Beautiful. Beautiful. It smells so good. Oh, I love it. It's like a refreshing, clean, simple soap. So let's go ahead and get these done. There is 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of them. And they're slightly yellow, which I think is from the fragrance oils. I'm pretty sure, because I did not add any colorant. So it has to be a discoloration from the fragrance oils. So here it is, Cypress and Coriander. Go ahead and start. It's a bit yellow. It's yellow, which is fine. Like I said, this is my favorite from the update. This one does have fragrance oil in it. I'll try and work through this as fast as I can, guys, because I know you guys have stuff to do. But I appreciate you sticking around. Ooh, nope, that went in the wrong way. I do have one for sure holiday scent mixed up, which is Christmas Tree Farm. And it smells so good. It smells just like a Christmas tree. Like a sweet, not sweet, like a deep pine, Douglas fir, Christmas tree. It smells so good. I'm really looking forward to, I showed them in a previous live, but Sugar Circus and Carnival Crunch, making those. I'm really looking forward to those. I really like using fragrance oils that people haven't really gravitated towards. A few websites that I shop for fragrance oils on go by bestseller. Well, pretty much all of them do. Yeah, bestseller. And sometimes I'll just scroll to the last page just to see, like, what is it that people aren't really vibing with this year. And in like I said, tomato leaf, I bought that. Like the salted olive, I bought that. Hot buttered popcorn, I bought that. That's in Carnival Crunch. You wouldn't be able to tell though. What are some other odd scents? Let's finish these last 3 soaps and we'll go over some weird fragrances that I found. Hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. Yeah, these are soaps for our soap update on June 1st. I hope you guys like it. My favorite one is the one that we're putting in boxes now, Cypress and Coriander. And we're on our last one. Oh, I fumbled that so bad. Sorry. But this is the last one. Cypress and Coriander. Okay. And that's the last one. So we have Feminine Urge done, we have Plain done, and we have Cypress and Coriander done. So let me get this box out of the way. Over there. And now let's see, what's the next one? Let me scooch this out of the way because I cannot get this crate. Ooh, Verdant Waters, which is one of the ones that has color in it. It's a deep green, just a little bit of blue. Verdant Waters. I do not, these are labels. I do not have enough boxes. But here they are. The 6 that I have ready. Verdant Waters. Which this was made using the remainder of the oils from the turmeric and herb, which are oils that have been steeped with thyme, rosemary, and mint, which are said to have soothing properties for the skin. So this is Verdant Waters. So let's go ahead and get these 6 done. There's 2 more left, and then I truly do need to order more boxes, you guys, just so I can get these done. Well, there are the 2 extra ones from Plain. I could take the labels off those and use those. That's gonna take a minute to get the labels off those, so probably, yeah, I'll do that, but probably not on the live because that's gonna take a minute. Take my gloves off to do that because it's hard to get, yeah, it's hard to get underneath. But yeah, we got some of the Verdant Waters done. 1 whole row. Scooch a little bit to the side here so I can get the rest. There are 2 more crates because 6 cents, 1 crate per cent. And this is the goat and honey, which has goat milk and honey in it. So let's go ahead, scooch this back over just a smidge. Let's go ahead and get these done. I can't remember if I have enough, but we'll see. So this is goat and honey. You'll notice it has a slight golden tannish hue. That's because of the honey that we use from Body Buzz Farm. Look at that. Very nice. And we have started. That's bar number 1 in the box. Goat and honey. And you'll see I'm stacking them right there in front of the camera so you guys can have a good look at what we've gotten done so far. Feminine Urge, plain, Cypress and Coriander, Verdant Waters. Well, not all of Verdant Waters, but a couple of bars. And now we're on goat and honey. Goat and honey. Let's see, how many boxes do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So again, I don't have enough I don't have enough boxes. But we'll get boxed what we can. We'll get boxed what we can. I use, what kind of molds do I use? I use these rectangular molds. I messed up that label. Yeah, I use rectangular molds. They're soft, easy release. There are 6 bars to a mold, 2 rows each. I have 7 of them. I try and do all my soap making in one day, but it tends to get quite a lot when you have to go and clean the molds like 5 times. I try to do like the plain ones first, the unscented and stuff like that. That way it's a lot less, that way it's a lot easier to clean. And then we do the scented ones. There we go. There are 2 more boxes left for goat and honey. And then we move on to, which one is that? I've been posting about these so much, you'd think I would know the names right off the top of my head. Sending out emails and such. I'm doing social media posts. Yep, I just need 4 boxes for this one. But that's goat and honey done for now. this one? Oh, this is the blueberry crumble. Blueberry lemon crumble. Here it is. This is the last soap that I made. Yeah. Blueberry lemon crumble. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's a swirl of blues and goldish yellows. A friend of the family asked for one a couple years ago, and I was not able to get it done. But this, oh, it smells so good. This year, I decided to get it done for them. And I'll send them 2 bars for free. Just as like a little, hey, they're done. But yeah. Blueberry lemon crumble. They wanted a good, deep blueberry bar. And I used the very top notes are 3 different blueberries. The middle notes are vanilla. No, the middle notes are lemon, 2 different lemons. And then the bottom notes are vanilla and a cream smell. Scented fragrance oil. Ugh. I cannot word today, guys. Has that deep blueberry smell. And then that twist from the citrus. And then you can get those vanilla sort of bread cakey notes at the end. And I used one in the shower. And I will say it is very nice. I would say this is my 3rd favorite from the update. So first is the Cypress and Coriander, then Verdant Waters, and then this Blueberry Lemon Crumble. Yeah, Blueberry Lemon Crumble. Hopefully these are enough boxes. We'll just have to see. And then we'll do Verdant Waters. Label the boxes that I can get labeled that were extras, like the 2 from the plain, and then there was 1 extra from the Cypress and Coriander. Just to get that done. Yeah, Blueberry Lemon Crumble. That was the last soap that I made. I don't think I did a live for that. I just made it to make it because I was like laying in bed about to fall asleep, and then I remembered, oh, what about a blueberry for the summer? And then I was like, oh, that family friend wanted a blueberry soap. It's time. So we're working on that. And like I said, I'll send them 2 for free. Just as a, hey, I made it. It's done. If you want more, feel free to order. But yeah, Blueberry Lemon Crumble. And I would say, yeah, this works for a good summer scent. A nice, fruity, summery scent. Do I have enough? I do have enough. 6 bars left. 6 boxes. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I am open to answering. If you're interested in anything Sammy Skin, anything soap related, anything lip balm related, small business related, stuff like that. If you have questions about TTP and such. Yeah, we're almost done. 4 more. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for the entirety of this live, you guys. Whether you have me on in the background or you're interacting in the chat or asking questions. truly nice to have someone who come and sit while I do all this work. Sometimes I do a lot of it off screen because I'm like, oh, no one wants to see this. It's so boring. It's just me putting soap in boxes. But you know, someone might want to sit, having on in the background. Be productive together. Or like you're just sitting there. You're like, I need something going on in the background. I need something, anything, please. Because I know a lot of people like to listen to podcasts while they're just sitting on the couch, while they're reading the newspaper, while they're doing work, while they're folding laundry, while they're vacuuming and stuff, got their headphones on. Just some nice quiet noise in the background. That was the last of the soap, so let me see if I can get these labels off these 3 boxes that I accidentally made too many of. You counting, you double checking, you triple checking, you're like, oh, yeah, that's the right number. And then turns out that's not the right number. That's 1 too many. That's 2 too many. See if I can get the majority of the sticker off. I might have to use my heat gun. No, I cannot get that off. So we got our soaps done. The majority of them anyway. There's 4 of the honey, 12 of the Verdant Waters that I need to get done. But look at all this soap, you guys. Look at all this soap. Look at all this soap. Look at the soap. That is a tall tower of soap. Look at all that we got done. All the labels. All the boxes. All the soap. So much. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 soaps tall. Look at all these towers of soap. You guys helped me get through all this soap, all this packaging. So nice of you guys to help. Truly. Look at that. Look at that. You guys, look at that. So much soap done. And the lip balms, not a huge amount done, but a lot of labels done. Look at that, you guys. We had to label the watermelon. We had to label popping bottles. We got everything done that we could get done. Oh yeah, and I still have 8 bars of Pheminine Urge to like package. But you know, guys, I say this is a very successful, productive day. But we're not done yet. Like I said, we're going to look and see what sort of like odd little scents that I'd be buying. Because like I said, I like to buy the sort of least popular, sort of odd scents and such. So I have a huge catalog that keeps all of our fragrance oils, essential oils, flavor oils, everything. Like I said, I showed you the 2 tomato leaves, tomato leaf and coriander, and then just tomato leaf. And then we have coriander and salted olive. But what is another odd scent? Like I said, hot buttered popcorn. That's in Carnival Crunch. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, there's native moss and forest musk, sea salt and beach sage, grape soda and gummy bears. Those are from Makesy. Maple leaf and acorn from Candle Science. Blackstrap molasses was one that I was very excited for. I used that in what I used that in? I used that in a set that's coming up. Oh, banana. Yeah, I like to look at the scents that aren't very popular. The scents that aren't bought a lot and like use them as components in other things. But I think that's it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for asking questions. Thank you so much for helping me label all these soaps and lip balms and such. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for the likes. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the comments. Make sure you follow us here. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. Sammy Skin, same logo on everything. Yeah, catch us at an event this year. I'll be sure to post all of them on our socials. And I will catch you guys